This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And this is Feyr 3.
This is Feyr. Perseus Mandate.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Gary, I like the Feyr. This is Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, sure. It is very Ghostbusters 2. When I first saw it, I was like, how many fucking Shoggoths does this book need? Like, just give it, and there's nothing under S. Like, there's no Shoggoths. It's just all of these, like, we don't want to say Shoggoth. But this thing is not a Shoggoth because it is a psychic conglomeration of unpleasant emotions.
Yes.
Like Ghostbusters 2.
It is created from the elements of ordinary nightmares mixed with residual magical energies and unknowingly brought to life by the strong emotions of a large group of people. The illustration kind of bears it out as this kind of spherical kind of entity. People who know about Bloodborne think Ebrietas a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like an Ebrietas sphere.
Right. It has like multiple eyes and
my favorite mini game from Final Fantasy X.
Ebrietas sphere.
Wacka be moving in a groover.
One of my favorite details about this drawing is that they have goat eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've got the little rectangular pupils. And so they're kind of created, and there are common fears and then great fears. And common fears arise naturally, but they only show up in cities, again, like the mood slime, right? But great fears are these conglomerations of common fears that can be anywhere, but they just kind of like move around. They're much more rare, kind of seeking out and trying to inspire the most like psychic angst to feed on.
Well, and the reason why great fears can go anywhere is because they're not destroyed by sunlight.
Right.
Regular fears they can only exist in cities because they need cover, and they don't know enough to avoid the sun.
Right.
But even then, like I'm imagining like, just the cinematic eye of like, going out to the farm, you walk past the barn, there's like a shaft of sunlight in front of you. And one of these things emerges from the shadow coming right towards you and then just hits the shaft of sunlight and dissolves. And then nothing else for the rest of your life. Like you never, no other supernatural encounters. You spend the rest of your life knowing this thing exists.
Yeah. You just have like you have like a little jar with the slime, and you ask any passing wizard if they can identify it for you, but they can't.
Yep. Yeah. They just like, no, it's magic goo. And then that's it. Boy, a lot of people hate Ghostbusters 2, but I think that's a pretty good concept.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The mood slime stuff I'm actually kind of into.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about execution, right? I think that Ghostbusters 2 definitely suffers from having kind of like a worse villain, and that it doesn't have the EPA. It just actually has like, a fucking king in a painting,
It's not about small business.
Right.
Like Ghostbusters 1 is a small business simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ghostbusters 2 is actually about kind of a big world-ending threat.
Right. But like, Ghostbusters 2 has some amazing moments, like the toaster jumping around and stuff like that.
That's very charming.
And I'm a big fan of, powering up the Statue of Liberty with an NES Advantage. Yeah, while Bobby Brown plays,
Yeah. And the when Rick Moranis pronounces it Mario Brothers, and he's not just like fucking going to town on Annie Potts.
I know, right?
Like
God,
it's just like
Potts,
that as a kid who was horny more often than not,
right?
That scene was sexually frustrating for me, where I was just like, dude, she's got the crystal ball right there. Like that's a message. I don't know what kind of message it is. It doesn't make that much sense literally, but
read the fucking signal.
Yeah,
like she's allowed to be in movies. She's attractive. Go for it.
Yes. you ever have one of those like those situations where you like just later you like really miss a signal like that?
Oh yeah.
And then you find out later, and it's just like, man, you know what? I could have done a kiss.
Yeah,
I could have been spent an evening doing kisses instead of like going home and looking on AOL Instant Messenger like I did.
The most frustrating thing about that realization is that it's never evidence based. Like it's never like you're never Kaiser Sozeing everything together. It just it comes to you out of the blue. Oftentimes at like 4 a.m. when you can't sleep and you're thinking about everybody you've ever aggrieved.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Just like, you know what? I could have been thinking about everybody I ever aggrieved, but also have that like kind of pleasant numb feeling in your lips that comes from a bunch of makeouts.
Yes, for maximum kisses.
Yeah. This guy's got a lot of mouths for kissing.
Yeah, no, he can definitely just imagine just like a whole group of these spheres. Imagine a fear sphere. Okay, each of them one mouth to the next.
Yep. Are you saying that this Feyr is actually putting out signals, Cool?
I don't know, like something with that many lips, it, like at least one of them was made for smooching.
Lips are made for kissing. This lip here is for smooching. This lip here is to slowly drag across a skull in a moonlit graveyard.
Yep, and these are my potty lips.
And then these lips are party lips.
Wait, did you say party or potty?
Either. Oh, I 100% said party lips, my friend. Feyr got party lips, Cole.
Party lips.
Feyr got party lips.
Is this a preview of a new pitch?
Feyr got a good mouth.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/duckfeed.tv.